Hey guys, this is Sean from SeanWeather.com, and in this video we are going to compare the Huawei P8 and HTC One M9 Plus smartphones. Both of these two devices are flagship devices from their brand, so we will have a look that which device is better with respect to another one. We will have a look on its design, hardware specs, the camera performance, and all other things to see that which device is better and which device you should buy depending on your needs. So let's start it. Here is our HTC One M9 Plus, and here is our Huawei P8 device. So first of all, let's have a look on the design. Both of these two devices are having same screen size, that's 5.2-inch screen, but if you have a look on the length of the device, you can see that our HTC device is taller than the Huawei device. The reason behind is here at the bottom there is HTC branding, which is not available on our Huawei P8 device. There is no branding from Huawei on the front side, so this is reducing the space, and the body to screen ratio is increasing, so it's pretty good. And also our Huawei P8 is nearly 50% thinner than the HTC One M9 Plus. So in terms of design, the width, you can say our width and how thin it is, P8 is scoring above the HTC One M9 Plus, because both of these two devices are having the same screen size, but still P8 is thinner, P8 is a bit smaller as well. The overall body is smaller than our HTC One M9 Plus. Also, Huawei P8 is nearly 25 grams lighter than the HTC One M9 Plus. So it's another advantage of Huawei P8, that it's lighter, it's thinner, and it's not so taller as well with respect to our HTC One M9 Plus here. And both of these two devices are having the metal body, as you can see here, and both of them are having very premium look. Both of them are having very rich look. Fortunately, the device I've got here, both of them are having the same color, that's gold, and they look pretty good in this color. So and the second point between these two devices is our screen quality. As I have said, the screen size is same, but our Huawei P8 is having 1080p Full HD screen, while our HTC One M9 Plus is having Quad HD screen. So the screen quality is better in our HTC One M9 Plus here, obviously, but because of this, the battery consumption will be high as well. So this is the point we have to consider while talking about the screen, that if it is having more better screen, more pixel on the screen, the resolution is high, so the battery consumption on the screen will be high as well. But the screen quality is great. So if you are interested in having a phone with great quality screen, you should go with the HTC One M9 Plus. And if you're okay with a smartphone which is having 1080p HD screen, Full HD screen with good quality, so Huawei P8 is the device for you if you're not fancying having a Quad HD screen. And another very important factor here is that our HTC One M9 Plus is having only single SIM card slot, and our Huawei P8 is having dual SIM card slots. So it's a very important factor for many people that they consider having a phone with dual SIM card slots. And in our Huawei P8, one of the SIM card slot can be used as memory card slot. So it's a very good feature that a user can decide whether he wants to use two SIM card or he just want to use one SIM card and one memory card. At least he is having the option to choose. But with our HTC One M9 Plus, we are not having any other option, that it's just a single SIM device. You can use only one single SIM in this device, and there is memory card slot as well. So this is one of the downside of our HTC One M9 Plus. So if you're looking for a phone with dual SIM capability, you should go with Huawei P8 smartphone. And if you like to listen music or play games a lot on your smartphone, if you like to watch videos and all, like any type of entertainment stuff, so HTC One M9 Plus is a good phone for you, because as you can see, it is having 3 speakers on the front, one at the top and 2 at the bottom, and it is having the HTC Boom sound, which is a project of HTC with um, Dolby audio. So the sound quality of HTC One M9 Plus is really very nice. For Huawei P8, there are 2 speakers at the bottom, so this is also having a good quality sound output, but the problem is in terms of placement. You can see that the speakers are given at the bottom, so if you are playing a game or you are watching a video holding phone in like this in your hand, most probably you will cover one of the speaker with your hand. When I'm playing the games on this device, especially like racing game in which I'm holding my device in landscape mode, most of the time I'm just covering this speaker and sometimes this speaker as well. So the placement is not so good. So in that case, our HTC One M9 Plus is scoring above the Huawei P8 in terms of audio quality and the placement of speakers as well. And if we talk about the performance, so you can have a look on our gaming performance video of these two devices. You can separately see how good they are performing. You can also have a look on our benchmarking test. In our benchmarking test, HTC One M9 Plus scored above the Huawei P8 in most of the tests except the entity benchmarking. So in terms of performance, multitasking and all, HTC One M9 Plus will be scoring above the Huawei P8. So if you are playing into high-end games, if you like multitasking a lot, if you do multitasking a lot, so you should go with the HTC One M9 Plus instead of Huawei P8. And another feature of any smartphone is the camera. The camera application of both of these two devices is really very nice. Both of these two devices are very good in camera capability, but let me tell you about that. Our Huawei P8 comes with 13 megapixel primary camera, dual turn dual LED flash, but it is not having the 4K video recording. At the front side we got 8 megapixel front facing camera, which is capable of taking 1080p HD videos recording, just like the primary camera. But when we're talking about the HTC One M9 Plus, it comes with 20 megapixel duo camera. That is, here is a 20 megapixel camera and here is a 2.1 megapixel camera. So we are having two modes while using the primary camera, whether you want to use only this one or the duo mode. In duo mode you will have few extra features like 3D imaging and all, which can be used for some interesting photography. Also, the primary camera of HTC One M9 Plus is capable of taking 4K HD video recording. So if you are into too much in video recording or photography, HTC One M9 Plus is a better device for you. If we go to the camera application here, so both of these two devices are having some interesting features and they are unique to them only. For example, our Huawei P8 is having time-lapse video beauty mode as well, and beauty mode is pretty common actually. It is having a new feature called light painting, which let you do light painting, and it is also providing you 4 different type of scenario, like whether you want to do the light graffiti or you want to take the picture of flowing water or the cosmic entities like stars and planets, or you just want to take the traffic tail lights. So you're having lots of options. This feature is particularly missing in our HTC One M9 Plus, but our HTC One M9 Plus provides the manual settings in which once again you can use it just like the Nokia Lumia devices. You are having the option to control all the settings manually, and if you go to the shutter speed, you are having the facility to set from 1 by 8000 second to 2 seconds. So using this feature, once again you can do the light painting as well, but you will have to do it manually. Here we are having the 4 modes which can be easily accessed, but if you are a pro photographer, HTC One M9 is going to be better for you. Also, the imaging capability, especially from the front facing camera of HTC One M9 Plus, is really great. It's much better than the Huawei P8 in every terms. And also our Huawei P8 is having one mode called Super Night mode. This is a really nice mode actually. If there is less light, you can use this. What this mode exactly does, that it will take a picture and it will keep putting the exposure level again and again and again on this to make the picture brighter and clearer. So it's a nice feature. And also Huawei P8 is having few extra options like all focus. You can also do this in HTC One 9, but you will have to use the dual camera. Then there is features like watermark, audio note, and best photo. You can take a bunch of photographs and select the best one out of this. So both of these two devices are having few extra features and application in its camera app. But if you're talking about the quality of the images, our HTC One M9 Plus scored above the Huawei P8 in terms of imaging. But if you are talking about the functionality and features of the camera app, both of these two devices are having their own features. So you better decide this time, because for every person it's different. For example, if you like to take selfie, HTC One M9 Plus is a must-have phone for you. But if you want to use rest of the features, Huawei P8 will be the good device for you. So in this condition, you can say it's tie. It's totally up to you to decide like which device you want in terms of camera. And Huawei P8 is having another interesting feature, and that's going to be no. And our HTC One M9 Plus is having fingerprint scanner as well here at the home button, which is not available in our Huawei P8. So if you fancy having a fingerprint scanner in your smartphone, you should go with the HTC One M9 Plus. If fingerprint scanner is not a big deal for you and you are looking for rest of the things, you can go with Huawei P8 as well. And another thing about these two devices is our Huawei P8 is much more productive than the HTC One M9 Plus. So why I'm saying this, because if you go to the settings, you will find lots of very useful features here in this, and there are lots of features and functionality available if you go deep down in all of these. So, and also you can see here in the smart assistants how many different types of features are available. If you go to the more section, you will find even more options. And so there are lots of extra features and functionality which comes with Huawei P8. Also, if you go to the menu here in the list of applications, you will find some useful tools like phone manager, which is having the phone accelerator, the storage cleaner application, the power saving mode, the traffic manager, the antivirus, DND and all. So you don't have to install individual application on your Huawei P8, and you can use this feature for most of the purpose. And in our HTC One M9 Plus, the device is great, everything is great, but The pre-installed application and functionality are less, as you can see here. And even if you go to the settings, there are few very useful features, but not as much as and as good as our Huawei P8. So if you're one of those guys who like to have lots of nice features, you can go with the Huawei P8, because if you are using Huawei P8, you will not need to install many applications like locking the app locks, or um, antivirus, or so many things, the RAM cleaner and all. So in terms of productivity, Huawei P8 scores above the HTC One M9 Plus. And if you're talking about the battery, both of these two devices are having pretty much similar battery. Both of them are having non-removable battery. HTC One M9 Plus comes with 2800 mAh battery, and this one comes with 2600 mAh battery. So the difference is not much, and also there is not much difference uh, in the usage as well for both of these two devices. HTC One M9 Plus is having the better screen, more resolution, so obviously the power consumption is more on our HTC One M9 Plus, but still the difference is not so huge, and both of these two devices perform pretty much similar with respect to each other. But if you're putting too much brightness on your HTC One M9 Plus and you are using it for high usage all the time, like watching videos and all, so the battery draining will be fast with respect to our Huawei P8 smartphone, because of the high resolution of HTC One M9 Plus. So this is also an important factor which you have to consider while buying any of these two devices. And since we are talking about buying the devices, another difference is in the version in which these two devices come. Our Huawei P8 is having two different versions. One is having 16 GB of internal storage, and another one is having 64 GB. The one we got here is having 64 GB internal storage. For our HTC One M9 Plus, there is just one version available, and that's having 32 GB of internal storage. So you're not having multiple options. So you have to go with only this version. But if you are thinking that okay, 16 GB is okay for you, you do not need 32 GB or 64 GB internal memory, then you can go with Huawei P8. And the 16 GB version, the price of 16 GB version of Huawei P8 is nearly 40% less than the HTC One M9 Plus. So if you are not having the requirement of having big storage on your device, and then you can go with the Huawei P8, and you will also save a pretty good amount of money. So this is also a very important factor when you are buying a smartphone, considering its price. And I think we have covered pretty much everything in this video, from design to screen to the entertainment quality, the number of the SIM slots, the camera features and the performance, and also the benchmarking scores and extra features which come with these two devices. So uh, it's once again, let me summarize that so if you are interested in having a smartphone with better screen, great quality screen, better camera with some extra features, especially great selfie camera and the fingerprint scanner, and overall better hardware with great benchmarking score, then you should go with the HTC One M9 Plus. But if you are interested in having more great looking device which is slimmer, smaller, and having good quality screen if not great, and if you are looking for the a phone with dual SIM slot, then you should go with the Huawei P8, which is also having a good camera and some nice camera features. So it's totally up to you that which device you should buy considering your needs. So this is all about the difference between these two devices. Both of these two devices are great. I'm having both of them. I'm using both of them on regular basis, and each of these two devices are having their own pros and cons, and they are better with respect to each other in different aspects. So thanks for watching the video friends, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more videos, tips and tricks and hands-on reviews like this. Have a nice day.